they're done. And it's no wonder everyone avoided them like the plague.
TMZ just dropped a bomb on Blake Lively.
What if the Hollywood couple you've been rooting for has been playing you all along? Hey friends, it's Holly from Hollywood Stars Unfiltered, and today we're peeling back the glittery curtain on Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, a duo who've charmed the world but might just be laughing behind their mask. Back in 2014, before Deadpool or It Ends With Us cemented their power, Blake spilled secrets that left jaws on the floor, and now, with lawsuits and rumors swirling in 2025, those words are haunting them. Stick with me. This is a tale of ego, lies, and a codependency so wild it will make you question everything they say. Let's dive in. Way back on July 17th, 2014, Blake landed the Vogue cover, and oh boy, did she let her ego loose. The journalist gushed over her look, and Blake quipped, "It's like Sling Blade and Pocahontas had a baby." Deadpan staring like she's daring you to laugh. She bragged about her humor, saying, "If you don't get it, that's on you, not her." Mid-interview, she grabs the phone to boss around an editor, tweaking a story with authority. At 26, like she's Scorsese, not a Gossip Girl alum. Shifted to first person, she demands, flipping through manuscripts, trashing one writer's work entirely. Scrap it, start over. Where's the story? She acted like her average show made her a creative titan. Even then, people online snickered. Her entitlement was loud, but nobody saw the storm it brewed. That same year, Blake Lively unveiled Preserve, a website she hyped as the must-have gem everyone craved, because naturally she craved it first. Picture this, a digital shrine dripping with artisanal charm, a love letter to Martha Stewart's domestic goddess aura, stuffed with overpriced knickknacks like hand-carved spoons and lavender-scented candles. She pitched it to Vogue as her baby, a passion project to outshine Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, launched in July 2014 with all the fanfare of a red carpet premiere. Blake promised authenticity and real living. Think $400 cashmere blankets, $80 jars of artisanal jam, and $200 leather totes, all wrapped in her vision of rustic chic. She gushed it connect people.
Amended lawsuit from Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. They're supposed to be adding names or evidence, who knows, but today is the due date and it has to be done.
To makers and stories, but the price tag screamed something else entirely. By 2015 though, the dream imploded faster than a pop champagne cork. Critics tore it apart, branding it a tone-deaf vanity gig. Luxury loot for the 1%, while Blake preached realness to the masses. The New York Times snarked it was a lifestyle site for people who think $400 is a steal for a throw, and bloggers mocked her curated farmhouse fantasy as a rich girl's cosplay. Sales tanked. Turns out, regular folks weren't shelling out for $65 beeswax candles when Walmart had them for $5. Blake pulled the plug in October 2015, barely a year in, moaning to Allure, "It wasn't what I wanted it to be and didn't live up to our hopes." Her sob story landed flat. The internet wasn't here for her crocodile tears, with ex-users quipping, "Cry me a river in your $10 million penthouse." Her die-hard fans lapped it up, of course, swooning over her brave try and buying the last scraps of Preserve swag like it was holy merch. But most saw through the haze a privileged star's flop, built on the delusion that her whims were universal gold. She told Vogue it was about connecting people, yet the site screamed exclusivity, a playground for the elite she pretended not to be. It wasn't just a business bust, it was a neon billboard of her narcissism, assuming the world would bow to her overpriced tastes because she said so. Back then, it was a laughable misstep. Now, in 2025's harsh light, it's a glaring clue to her unchecked ego, and what happened next would shock everyone, proving the cracks were just starting to show. Preserve's collapse wasn't quiet either. It left a trail of snark and skepticism that lingered. Online forums like Reddit dug into her maker claims, finding many were mass-produced, not the handcrafted treasures she sold them as. One user unearthed a $150 vintage scarf suspiciously close to a
All right, moving on to a different take on the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively battle. And it's based on a scene we've seen.
Target knockoff. Oops. Blake tried spinning it as a noble failure, telling Allure she'd learned so much, but the public wasn't biting. Learn how to waste money, one ex post-jab. Her fans clung to her visionary halo, but the wider world saw a pattern. Blake dreaming big, flailing hard, and dodging blame with a pout. It's a snapshot of her then and a mirror to her now. Flip to Glamour 2014 and Blake Lively drops a bombshell that's still ringing in our ears like a siren that won't quit. Ryan had tweeted some sweet nugget about their newborn daughter. Adorable, right? Wrong. Blake cackled it off in the interview, leaning back with a sly grin. He might as well work for the Enquirer. Everything's made up. She didn't just stop there. She beamed, admitting he runs these fake tales by her to make me laugh, then gushed. I'm so in love with him when he writes that stuff. Wait, pause the tape. She's swooning over his lies? The room must have spun for a second because she doubled down, cool as ice. Every story about their kids, every witty quip he tosses online, it's pure fiction, and she's head over heels for it. We're shy people who hide as someone else. She tosses out like it's a cute quirk to wear masks for the world. This wasn't a slip. It was a spotlight moment. She sat there all charm and cheekbones, chatting with Glamour like she's spilling tea with a bestie, not confessing to a decade-long game of deceit. The interviewer had brought up Ryan's tweet, something fluffy like their baby's first giggle, and Blake turned it into a flex. Oh, that? Total nonsense. He's a genius at it. She's not embarrassed, she's proud, giggling like it's a private joke we're all too square to get. Normal folks don't chuckle over tricking fans. It's a neon red flag flapping in the breeze, screaming something's off. Back then, it landed as quirky, oh those kooky Reynolds livelies, but in 2025's harsh glare, it's a warning shot. If they've been spinning yarn since 2014, why should we buy a word they say now? The internet didn't blink back then. Twitter barely buzzed, maybe a few LOLs from fans who thought it was endearing. But dig into the archives and you'll find early skeptics on forums like on TD muttering, "Who brags about lying?" Blake framed it as love. Her man's fibs are foreplay, a spark that keeps her smitten. I'm in love with him most of the time, but...
Remember that Justin's team released this raw, unedited video of a dancing scene. It was actually B-roll that they used in the movie.
Especially with that, she cooed, like, it's romantic to build a marriage on quicksand. Most couples bond over truth. These two thrive on fabrication. She even tied it to acting. Hiding as someone else lets their shy selves shine. But shy people don't revel in public cons. It's a peek behind the curtain, and what's back there ain't so pretty. That confession lingered, a quiet hum under their rising fame. By 2015, Ryan's Deadpool swagger and Blake's Age of Adeline glow had folks eating from their hands. No one cared about a throwaway glamour line, but fast forward to 2024, and it's a viral echo chamber. Ex-users splice it with lawsuit clips, asking, if she loves lies then, what's she spinning now? It's not just a cute anecdote anymore, it's a blueprint. Every family update Ryan's tweeted since, every awe moment Blake's fed the press, now feels like a chess move. Normal doesn't twist into this. They're not your average shy introverts. They're players who get off on the game. And what she said next only tightens the knot. This wasn't a one-off giggle. It's a thread that unravels their whole deal. Blake's glee over Ryan's fake tales isn't just odd, it's a signal flare for a deeper ethic or lack of one. He's never talking about her, she said of their daughter, meaning every my kid story's a script. She loves the lie, admires the craft. In 2014, she didn't care who knew. That's not charm, that's a power trip. Fooling fans is their foreplay, and we're the punchline. If they've been at it this long, smirking behind those masks, what's real in their 2025 mess? The whole story's still unfolding, and it's about to get wilder. Their Vogue chat gets weirder when Blake paints Ryan as her everything, her patriarch, her leader. She swoons over him, picking her coffee table, her meals, even her lines when she's filming. Everything we do together, she coos like it's a love song. He's beautiful, a great writer who's lived so much, shaping her every move. It's not romance, it's codependency on steroids. She frames it as cute, but it's suffocating. No boundaries, no space, just two egos feeding off each other. For a self-proclaimed feminist in 2025, this 2014 patriarch worship clashes hard. Her empowerment's a mirage, rooted in control, not strength. And what she said next digs the hole deeper. Blake's not even Blake. Say hello to Blake Brown, the name she was born with, ditched for Lively before she hit 18. It's a classic stage trick, sure. Plenty of stars tweak their tags for pizzazz, but when you stitch it to her 2014 glamour confession, it's downright eerie.
The Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni legal battle took a turn Tuesday night when Lively filed an amended complaint.
We hide as someone else, she smirks, admitting she and Ryan thrive behind carefully crafted facades. She spins it like a cozy quirk, two shy souls who only bloom when they're playing pretend. But shy? Please. She's bold as brass, strutting red carpets, commanding sets, and dishing quips with zero hesitation. Claiming acting lets her express what her shy self can't. That's not introversion. That's a con, polished to a sheen. Dig into that name swap and it's more than a Hollywood glow-up. Blake Brown sounds like your neighbor who bakes cookies. Sweet, plain, forgettable, lightly screams energy, sparkle, a spotlight magnet, and she grabbed it legally as a teen. Pre-Gossip Girl like she knew the game from day one. Pair that with her gushing over Ryan's fake tweets, everything's made up, she laughs, and you've got layers of fakery piling up fast. Some even call Ryan a family annihilator, waiting to snap. Yet studios keep betting big on their average allure, tossing them scripts and Oscars gigs like nothing's amiss. They're not A-list royalty, just two narcissists who've conned us with charisma and a wink. Blake's meltdown at Justin, her 2014 ego flexes, Ryan's fake tweets. It's a glaring pattern of control and deceit, but Hollywood's too dazzled to care. Fans, though, they're peeling the scales off their eyes, and 2025 might just be the year it all blows up or slips into another slick mask. Zoom in and the hypocrisy's blinding. Blake's built a brand on realness, that sun-kissed, no makeup glow while whispers of multiple surgeries, nose twice, lips plumped, chest boosted, swirl on Reddit and X since 2024. She's not denying it, just smiling through, letting Glossy Max call her timeless. Ryan's no better, those
alleging that two other actresses on the set of the film are prepared to testify their own uncomfortable experiences on
beautiful writer creds Blake hyped in Vogue, mostly PR fluff for his gin ads and Deadpool quips. Yet, he's crowned a creative genius. Divorce buzz hit fever pitch after a shaky SNL 50th appearance in February 2025. Ryan joking about her Justin Baldoni lawsuit while Blake forced a grin. Ex-users pounced. If Kill Us isn't a red flag, what is? Yet studios shrug Ryan's tap to host the 2025 Oscars, a shiny shield for their legal mess. Hollywood's complicity is shameless. Insiders whisper execs adore their golden couple glow. Ryan's cheeky charm, Blake's faux feminist speeches, like it's enough to gloss over the rot. Her 2024 clash with Justin Baldoni brushed off as drama till his text leaked, showing her control grabs, echoing that 2014 Vogue bossiness. Ryan's fake kid tales, just playful to the elite, even as fans dig up a decade of fibs. The industry banks on their average appeal, neither jaw-dropping talents, just polished packages of charisma and hustle. A Page 6 source in March 2025 mused, they're Teflon, scandals slide off cause they're pretty, but the shine's fading. Box office for It Ends With Us tanked, and whispers say Netflix is rethinking Blake's next gig. Fans aren't swallowing it anymore. X erupts daily, they're liars with good PR one post, while another tallies her follower drop, nearly 1 million since December 2024. Hashtags like Blake exposed and Ryan lies trend, fueled by that Kill Us line now sounding less quirky, more unhinged. TikTok sleuths splice her shy claims with red carpet strut, mocking the disconnect. Feminist icon, a viral thread, snorts. She's a patriarch's puppet who loves lies. Hollywood might cling to the glamour, but the crowd's waking up. 2025 is a pressure cooker. Lawsuit leaks pile up, divorce rumors swirl, and Ryan's Oscars hosting gig looms like a dare. Will it be their reckoning, a public crack in the facade, or just another mask to slip on? Slicker than ever. The stakes are sky high now. If Justin's $650 M-suit lands text proving Blake's 2014 arrogance never faded, her icon crowns dust. Ryan's charm can't dodge divorce buzz forever. X speculate he's drumming support to save face per a February 2025 Daily Mail scoop. Studios might bank on their allure, but fans smell the con, average looks, average talent, propped by a machine that's stalling. Hollywood's blind eyes a gamble, ignore the rot, keep the glitter, but as 2025 rolls on, with every leaked text and shaky smile, the question burns, can they dodge this fire or will it torch their throne? The crowd's watching and they're not clapping anymore. So here we are, a decade after Blake and Ryan bragged about their lives, watching their shiny empire teeter. From preserves flop to lawsuit flops, from patriarch worship to it'll kill us threats, they've shown us who they are. Con artists in love with the game. Can we trust a word from their 2024 legal mess when 2014 screamed fake? What's behind the next mask? Divorce, redemption, or more deceit? Drop your thoughts below. Do you buy their act or are you done with the charade? Give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell. I've got more tea coming. See you next time.